Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Williamson again, and on my channel here, I usually like to cover like comedy things, fun stuff, like movie reviews, song reviews, and making fun of politics, especially a certain president that we all know and love, with Obama black cars. But today I want to talk about two celebrities that passed away recently that really hit hard. The second one is really near and dear to my heart. The first one I want to talk about is Dolly Parton, Miss 9 to 5 and Jolene, which were my two favorite songs of hers, even though, admittedly, I'm not very into country music that much. No, I'm sorry, but that's the text that I'm not very into country. But I do respect her. I respect her looks, her smile, her genuine acceptance of people in the LGBTQ plus community. And I enjoyed her positive outlook on life, and the fact that she was so philanthropic toward people who are less fortunate than herself. And she was a real tough cookie in Nashville and in the country business, and she was a very good person to be around. From what I hear, I never know her personally, but I still respect her a lot for all the good types that you bring. So I'm very sorry to report that a couple of days ago she passed away. And of course, you know that when Donald Trump talked about the national treasure, he made it about himself. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna give him the pleasure of talking about him in this video, because Dolly Parton deserves a hell of a lot better than that. I think that he also did some voices in a few cartoons that I liked, and I'll never forget one Animaniacs episode where they kind of made fun of her, but they kind of made fun of her in a good-hearted, good taste comedy routine. So I think she was in on the joke, being that she's so robust. So anyway, she was a very good person, and unfortunately, he's no longer with us anymore, no longer able to grace us with her presence. So let me give a moment of time for Miss Dolly Parton. Now, the second one I want to talk about is Mr. Tim Curry, the legend, the most awesome villain in most movies. So whenever I would always think of a villain, whenever he was in a movie, 9 times out of 10, he was the villain in the movie. From Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, to It, the original 1990 movie by with Stephen King's work, It, as well as the movie the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I haven't seen yet, but I heard that it was very good and funny. Also, another movie another TV show with him in it that I never saw was the movie, TV show that I saw with, one of the Peter Pan cartoons where he played, Captain Hook. Anyway, he also played the very scrumptious, hexist in the movie Finger well, The Last Rainforest. And boy, let me tell you something. He was awesome in it. He was great. He was very delicious. Possibly gay. And like Dr. Frankenfurter. And he was excellent when he sang Toxic Love. That's one of my favorite environmental bad boy songs. Well, bad demons, spirits, or whatever you want to call them in that movie. And then we have Herkama Hamoka in Congo, which he wasn't a bad guy in there, but he could have been very easily seen as a bad guy. He was also in movie Clue, and well, yeah, he was also one of the bad guys a minor bad guy in the TV show Captain Planet and the Planeteers as Mel, the computer AI character, like the evil counterpart to say Cortana. Let's see here, there were countless roles, and I want to say that he was in producing. He was a producer on one of the Tim Burton movies. I think the Nightmare Before Christmas, but I can't quite confirm that. So maybe I can say whether he was or was not. I only knew him as a theater and an actor / singer character. So I don't know. Anyway, I didn't know that the first, but he was British, which is something really, really nice to know about. I mean, this guy was pretty much my childhood. Like, some of my favorite movies involved him in some capacity, like Home Alone 2. He was much more of a character in here that much more than say Donald Trump was in that movie. I mean, even if the movie sucked hard, you know that if he was in it, he was oftentimes he was the best thing in the movie. I'm sorry, but he was the best thing in the movie or TV show. And oh yeah, he was also in the movie Garfield 2, A Tale of Two Idiots. I mean, this guy was 100% awesome. Even when he was in a wheelchair, something an accident or something, he was always cracking jokes, always making people laugh, because that was his personality. You know, he always enjoyed entertaining people and such. Until today, when he had a stroke, unfortunately. Now he's up there with Dolly Parton, making people laugh. And we miss him. He was on the same par as Robin Williams for me. Like, because Robin usually played a good guy, a good happy character, and that made you laugh. Tim Curry would always play the villain, the bad guy, or some other greedy type person. And yeah, I miss him to this day, you know, even when he retired from years ago after the little accident, he's always been in my heart, mind, and everything else. Unfortunately, man, he died too soon. Granted, he was 8 years old, but still, it was too soon for me to let go of him. From everything that he was in the 90s, both live action and animation, it was very well missed. He was very well loved by me and by countless other people. Come to think of it, he was actually in this culture too. Believe it or not, he was actually in Sonic 7 AM. You'll never guess who he was. He was in as King Maximilian Acorn. That'd be Princess Sully's father, exiled the Voyager. I'm like, holy crap, that's him. That is him, because he had such a regal and royal presence. He was very he had that voice that you could easily tell that he was a royalty without even trying that hard. Even when he appeared on screen in live action, he just had that type of the ambiance, appearance of being sinister without even trying. And he was cool, much in the same way as Christopher Lee did, or I can't think of his name now. I'll think of it when I'm probably not able to get of it. But I don't know if he was actually knighted by the Queen. He should have been though. Even when he was in the more silly roles, like say in Congo, he was still very funny and very entertaining to watch. Yeah, I'm trying to think of that British guy that I'm thinking of. Not Christopher Lee, somebody else who demanded your spotlight. He also was known for a deep voice. It wasn't the guy who did the voice of Tone the Tiger or Skull Off, but it was somebody else like that. Anyway, he was pretty cool. I will say that I liked him. I liked him a lot. Mr. Tim Curry, Mr. From It. And there was also the pop in Hamilton too, when he said, "I love you." that was funny. We have a mad guest at our hands with a machine gun, and it was just so funny. But I do want to ask you guys, what was your favorite Tim Curry role? Was it Hexus with Toxic Love? Or was it more like Hugamahamoka? Or was it Dr. Frankenfurter? Captain Hook? The bellhop, the concierge from Dew? Or any of the other myriad of performances that he done? Or was it the guy from Coffee 2? Even though that movie gets a lot of crap, and he was still good in it. Let's see, how about, or let's say, King Maximilian Acorn, huh? The guy that I was thinking of might have been, the light green hamper had hamburger. But yeah, both Dolly Parton and and Tim Curry, excellent people, very nice people. I would love to meet both of them, but unfortunately, having just gained 2 more stars. Quite literally, the world is a much worse place off of those 2 pregnant days. Anyway, I will put my socials below, in the description below. Keep on keeping up. My heart goes out to all the fans of Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. They were both excellent actors and singers, and the world is much worse off without them. So, peace out, my brothers and sisters. Oh yeah, Hannibal was played by Anthony Hopkins. Sir Anthony Hopkins. Anyway, peace out. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Cheerio, sayonara, and ta-ta.